Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to complete this week's challenge. So I'm going to give a run through of each one of the 6 challenges within this video. So as you see, I haven't started this challenge. I am currently at level 11. I want to make sure that all the players, not just the higher level players, but players who start out at a lower level than some of the other players in this guild can see what it's like for me to play at a lower level. Hopefully it helps out, especially for those closer to beginners. And so yeah, let's get started. So the first mission is entitled Sweeping the Cellar. Let us select our team. So it looks like we're going to be coming across a tank walker. So in this occasion, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get rid of Glenn. I am going to take my shooter and I'm going to replace my leader with Daryl. Let us start the mission. Okay, so we have definitely had this mission before. This really isn't anything new. As you see, we have 2 tanks in this mission. So what I'm gonna do, I am going to move my shooter towards the bottom here, and I'm gonna go for that long shot, hopefully eliminate some of these walkers. Now Daryl can take advantage of the angled shot and get rid of these 2. I'm gonna let my shooter go ahead and help me out and get rid of one of these tanks. So let's see. I'm gonna let Daryl get these guys here. Antonio can probably take that shot and take out that cluster of walkers. And I'm gonna move my shooter up and take out that big boy. So the objective here is just to kill all the walkers. There's no, we don't have to go anywhere. We don't have to escape anything. So it's pretty straightforward. Is that all the walkers? No, one more hiding there. You were being a sneak, but I gotcha. All right, and that's how to complete the first challenge, sweeping the cellar. Am I gonna get a silver crate? Nope. Yay, I have 3 stars, everyone. I'm finally on the map there. All right, moving on. Oh, look, Dead's End. We definitely had this in last week's challenge, so this shouldn't really be an issue. I believe I have videos on this on my YouTube currently, so you could always go back to those for reference, but let us play it again at level 11. Let's do this. Okay, So there's a lot of sneakiness in Dead's End. My advice right now, what I'm going to do is take care of these guys here. I'm going to let Antonio aim that way. And I'm going to let my shooter take out that lonely level 11 walker to the side. So, like last week, we are going to be encountering armored walkers and tanks. Make sure you take your time. Now, like I said last week, you really don't want to leave this general area right here. You want to remain at the bottom, because I find that if you try to go up top and chase these guys, you're gonna get injured. So your best bet is to stay put. Sometimes you may need to run up, but for the most part, it's pretty effective just staying down there where you begin. And that's basically how you tackle Dead's End. Silver? Silver? Yay, silver. I need to up some more of my team members. Some of you have been suggesting I start using scouts and warriors, so I'm definitely going to pay more attention to those. Let's see what I got. More XP. I never have to worry about XP when it comes down to the weekly challenge. Back alley is next. Special appearances, Freeman. Freeman are such a hassle to kill. They really are. Oh, I don't remember playing this ever, so maybe I have. Let's see if I recall anything. It does look familiar. I feel like there may or may not be a Freeman behind that fence, so objective is just to kill all the enemies, which I will gladly do. I will kill you all. No. I'm not trying to worry too much about the walkers because it's, yeah, there was a sneaky Freeman behind that fence. I knew it. So, like I was saying, I'm not worried about killing the walkers because the walkers are actually going to help me out as they're going to weaken those Freemen. So, screw them. You see, like, oh, so sneaky. So, let's kill them. Let's get one of these walkers since we have to kill them as well. And let's kill that last one. Sorry to interrupt your feast. So, basically, to give you a recap, make sure you first kill off the walkers that are closest to you. Don't worry about the walkers near the Freemen. They're actually going to help you out because they're going to weaken those Freemen. So, yeah, your objective really is just to make sure those the Freemen are weakened and that you're killing the Freemen. Because once you kill the Freemen, the remaining walkers are going to feast on their remains, making it easier for you to kill them. Anyways, let's look and see if I have received anything good in the crate. It's just supplies. But I need those supplies. I still have to start upgrading my little farms. I upgraded the training grounds and my weapon shop. So farms are crucial. Moving on. Through the wire, we've definitely had this one before. Kill all the walkers and make this place safe again. Was it ever safe to begin with? So it looks like we'll be encountering tanks along with armored, our favorite. Let's get started. Oh my lord. What is this? There's a whole lot of bad stuff going on. So we have 3 tanks, 5 armored, and the rest are just regular walkers. Let's see how I'm gonna handle this. I feel like I definitely want to move Antonio there, and I'm gonna start off with a straight shot. Gonna make Daryl go here, and then I'm gonna let my shooter take out that big boy. I'm not really concerned right now, but I will say this: as you move along in terms of levels and those armored walkers get closer, make sure you move back, because they take multiple shots to kill no matter what level they are, and you really don't want to be in harm's way. So for instance, I'm going to move Daryl back, and I'm going to take a shot. Let's be on the safe side and just shoot straight. Antonio, again, making use of an angled shot. And I want... You know what? Let's just kill this guy. I should have a free attack. Yes, I do. At this point, I'm going to let Daryl use critical attack on that last tank and armored. Let's see if it makes a difference. Yes, yes it did. Gonna let Antonio get those. And my shooter didn't even get to use his free attack, but whatever. Take out that last guy. And done. So, with this mission, I don't suggest you move forward. I think the best strategy is to remain towards the back. Keep a really good distance between yourself and the armored and tanks, because again, they take multiple shots to defeat. You don't want to be near them, because if they move too close, they're going to get you and they're going to injure you, and we don't want that. Am I going to get a gold? Got the silver. It's some level 10 armor, which I'm scrapping. Scrap. So someone in the guild asked me about a specific challenge in particular. The archives. This was one. So now you'll see how I'm going to tackle it. It looks like we'll be encountering armored walkers as well as tanks, so my lineup really isn't going to change. I've said this before. Whenever I see a mission involving armored and tanks, I am definitely taking a shooter. Why? Because a shooter is super effective at killing these guys. I also like taking hunters, because hunters are super effective. You get that critical attack charge, and they can do some serious damage to these big boys. Some of you in the guild like to use scouts and warriors, and I totally see why. A scout will definitely take out an armored very easily, and they'll also do a good job with the tanks. A warrior has a free attack as well, so that's super helpful. But my personal preference at the moment is to use a shooter and my hunters when dealing with these tougher walkers. So let's begin the mission. Oh, this is a bitch. Like, I now see why. There's a lot of bad going on here. And as the levels progress, this is going to be a really tough challenge. Dun, dun, dun. What am I going to do? I mean, the bad part here is that there's so many in such a confined space. I mean, if you do end up taking shooters and hunters, you don't have to worry about new walkers spawning, since the whole objective here is to kill all the walkers. So you want to take team members who are strong enough to defeat these very difficult armored walkers, and that's the majority of what we're looking at here. So what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna move. I'm gonna be ballsy and just go for it. I'm gonna take Antonio, gonna move him there. I'm going to let my shooter get that one guy there. As for Daryl, I'm going to let him attack those. I have retaliate on Daryl, thank the Lord. So he takes care of business. And I'm gonna move Antonio there so he gets a 2-for-1 shot. And that last walker will be eliminated by Mr. Pink. And that's the archives. Just make sure you're taking players who you feel are very confident, that you're confident in their abilities, rather, in terms of taking out tougher walkers. So, as you see, I have a preference towards shooters and hunters. You can definitely also use scouts and warriors here. Even a bruiser may be effective because they do have that stun charge, but an assault has stun too. But the thing with bruisers and assault and stun in particular, I find that it doesn't always work, especially with the armored walkers. And personally, I don't think I would ever take an assault for this challenge. I think it's silly and reckless, but that's me. And I'm saying that because an assault really isn't powerful enough to take down armored walkers. There's no way. An assault is awesome at getting rid of big groups of normal walkers, but when it comes down to these harder guys, you definitely want players that do serious damage. So I'm gonna tell you, take hunters and shooters. If you have stronger scouts and warriors, take those. This is how I'm getting through it, and I'm pretty confident that the lineup that you're seeing here is not gonna change as I progress through these levels. So that's just my advice. Let us move on to the boxes. Supplies. Much needed supplies. I always welcome supplies. I think I want to replay that mission with scouts and a warrior. I don't really use my scouts or warriors. Like I was mentioning to you guys in the chat, I don't use them. But I might give it a whirl for that mission just to see how they perform. Anyways, let's move on to the last challenge in the compound. And looks like we'll be encountering more tanks, so my lineup is not changing. Let us start. I'm gonna guess that there's only one tank. So maybe this is a good mission to bring an assault, because there are several clusters of walkers. But whatever. Your call. Oh my god. Sneak of the week. Is there any more there? Alright, let's take that one out. There's the big boy. And shooter. Gonna take that one out. Oh, there's another big walker. Okay. Okay. Daryl has critical attack. I'm gonna use it. And we're done. We are done with this one. It's pretty straightforward. If you want to bring along an assault for this one, I don't see why not. An assault would probably be helpful to take out the regular walkers, since there are quite a few. I would still suggest to bring a shooter, because they're just effective as hell when it comes to taking down tanks. In the boxes, please let there be supplies. Gold, yes, some supplies. Thank you very much, box. I have reached 18 stars. Amazing. What have I received for all my hard work? Some XP. Great. Yay, I have completed the round. I can now move on. Hurrah. So as you see, I am now at level 12. So I get started at level 11, and then I progress. After level 12, I'll be up to 13. After 13, I think I begin at level 14 with the 3 rounds, I want to say. So what have I received for completing the round? Some crates. Yay. Alright. I still have plenty of gas, so I'm curious. I am very curious to see how this mission looks if I use a scout and maybe a warrior. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to go out of my comfort zone. Luckily, this is level 12, so I'm feeling aight about doing this. I think I want to take Daryl along, but I think I'm gonna bring along a scout. So I do have like a decent scout. It's not like I don't have scout to use, but I really haven't upped her. I want to get her to a pink star level. I haven't even upped her equipment, which is a shame. I should really get to that. I feel like she'll be okay to use for this challenge, you know, why not? Let us break out of our comfort zones, shall we? And am I gonna take a warrior along with me? So I'd have to swap out Mr. Pink or Daryl. because I feel like I'm gonna take a warrior. And you know what? I'm not taking any hunters. It's been decided. I'm just gonna go with the warrior. I have her, and she's okay too. I should really. Her weapon has. Well, I can't really show you the weapon trait from here. So she's got a wide arc, and her health is pretty decent. She's flexing on us. Go, Machete Lynn. You know what? Let's be ballsy and let us break out of our comfort zone. I never played. Like, I really haven't played with a scout and a warrior in very long. They both have decent traits. Mr. Pink is gonna be my clutch here. I know for a fact he can do some serious damage. So, you know what? Let's see how this works out. I'm curious. Should I be shook right now? No, I'm not gonna be shook. I'm not gonna be shook. We're gonna be brave. Um, mm, 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 mm. Gonna move her here. Have I made a mistake already? I'm gonna let her do Overwatch. Get him, Machete. Machete spaghetti. Do you, baby boo. Get that one. Is she struggling already? Wow. This is probably why I never take Machete anywhere. I'm gonna really try this mission again without Machete. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. The annihilation is so real right now. I really have to rescue my warrior. Yo, Jay stab him, kill him. Brain stab. Free attack. We have to rescue Machete. Oh my god. Oh my god, what an annihilation. Guys, what the fuck? I don't know how... Okay, I don't know. I don't know how you guys do it. You probably have better warriors and scouts than I do. You know what? I'm gonna try it again. But that was pretty pathetic, huh? I've never played so badly in my life. Like, I've never struggled. Like, I don't typically struggle. Like, I don't get into those situations ever. Oh my god. Well, I still have 9 gas, so... You know what? You know what, guys? I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna heal my scout. I'm gonna get rid of Machete because clearly she ain't that great. Jesus is level 14. Do I have another scout? See, I'm at a loss when it comes to this, so I feel like... What does this mission look like if I'm using a hunter, a scout, and Mr. Pink? You know what? I'm okay with this. I'm okay because my scout really isn't that bad. She only got bruised, so it wasn't like she got totally annihilated. I think it's because I haven't upgraded the weapons for her. I feel like she would definitely be stronger if I upgraded her weapons. Machete Lynn, I don't know what happened there. She, as you saw, had pretty upgraded weapon, and her armor was pretty clutch. So I don't know why she started struggling like that. Alright, this is a good one. Let's see if I will be annihilated again. I'm gonna let Jay Sabins do Overwatch. Don't be coming at me like this. How dare you? Alright. Guess who's about to use critical attack? Me. And you know what? Let's try a brain stab. Let's see how effective it is. Ooh! Got him. Got him. No injury. No struggle. Completed this mission with my scout. Proof that I am not a terrible player. It's just my other players suck. Okay, so we will be either scrapping her for a better warrior or definitely upgrading her to level 5 and unlocking whatever trait. Hopefully it's a good trait. I really need to reevaluate my life. Alright, I got some more gas. So I feel like it wasn't that bad of a loss. I was able to redo the mission without injury, without anything. And I took a scout, so it can be done. The mission can be done with a scout, everybody. A warrior, I don't know. It didn't end well for me. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm not going to train Machete Lynn, or maybe I should train Machete Lynn. I can train Jay Stathams. I might have to. I really like her as a player. I mean, I used to use her a lot. I really did. She has some pretty decent qualities, I feel. She has iron skin. She has dodge. Her retaliate. I love retaliate. I am obsessed with that trait. I feel like sad when a player of mine does not have retaliate. It just makes me sad. I like Lucky, and I've mentioned this before. I like Lucky on my players, and I like them on weapons, because it'll, as you see, improves the chances that other traits will take effect. And we want the traits to take effect. And she's strong, so she does more damage with melee weapons. But yeah, I mean, I think, in my personal opinion, she has great traits, and I definitely need to work on upping her. And definitely getting her some better equipment. I can do better, and I will do better. I might just train her next. Let's see why. Let's see why my warrior sucks so bad. She has retaliate, power strike, attacks made on your turn deal 30% more damage and have 30% better critical chance if you have not moved. Okay. But I may have to move. So this only, power strike will only work if I haven't moved. But I mean, I clearly have to move at some point, so that's kind of, I don't know. Dodge is always good to have, except it clearly did not work for me. What the hell? What the hell, Machete Lid? You could have dodged. You could have dodged the struggle, but you didn't. I have bullet dodge, but that's only good if you're... That's good if you're up against, like, 3 men who are shooting at you, but, like... Machete, I'm disappointed. That's all I'm going to say. And, like, she's good. Like, she's Gucci. She has a level 16 weapon. White arc. And her armor is, like... it's Gucci too. Like, it's 5 stars. I mean, granted. And you know what's crazy? If you look, her armor has dodge. Like, how did she not dodge that? That's crazy to me. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of my disappointment with my warrior. And I think this is the end, guys. I'm going to conclude this video. Hopefully it helped you out. So for the archives, you saw 2 different, well, actually 3 different styles of play, except that one was fail, and I don't suggest you do it. But you saw 2 very effective methods. The first effective method, 2 hunters, 1 shooter. Second effective method, a hunter, a scout, and a shooter. Scouts are effective. Warriors, disappointing. At least mine. My warrior is disappointing. You may have success, but honestly, I'm gonna be like 100% honest. I'm going to revert back to my team. Like, my 2 hunters and my shooter. That's my dream team. That's what helps me move up so much in these challenges. And yeah, I don't see why I would deviate. I'm pretty comfortable with that team. I might up my scout and you try to utilize that one more often, but you know, like, if you could just shoot the zombies down, I don't see why that would be a bad approach either. It's pretty effective for me, at least. But that's just my style. Everybody has a different style of playing, and more power to the players who can really effectively use scouts and warriors. Congratulations to you, y'all the real MVPs. Anyways, if you guys need me to, I will be making more videos on how to complete some of these trickier challenges. But until then, hope this video helped you out, and thank you for watching. Until next time, bye everyone.